for grades earned during the 4 years of high school, including a minimum of 3 full academic years studying at C&G. I'd like to call forth Antonnia Birkenbach.
Good afternoon, fellow classmates, teachers, parents, family members, and friends. Today was supposed to be a day of moving forward, a day where I got to celebrate my accomplishments over the last 14 years. But this day became a nightmare 4 days ago when I was told I had to give a speech in front of 1,000 people. For those who don't know me, talking in front of a 10-student class has always been a struggle. I am sure Mr. Farabee remembers how I burst into tears in a Hamlet presentation in front of 11 people. First, I want to let you know that I am standing here equally confused as most of you as to what the next 14 years will look like. I want to clarify that my high school GPA does not give me the right to tell you what to do with your lives. What I can do is tell you what I have learned from these last 14 years together so you can start creating your own story. I had the opportunity to get a glimpse of what the real world will be like with my horses, and I learned that you need 3 things to be successful, at least in horseback riding. The first one is courage. You need the courage to try something new, like I had the courage to trust a 1,400-pound animal with my life. Courage is the most important of the 3 because if you don't try, you aren't giving yourself the opportunity of succeeding. Horses are unpredictable, but you must trust them to be an extension of yourself. Just like in life, you will face surprises you will never have imagined before. But if you don't get on the horse, you won't be able to run in the race. You must trust yourself and embrace the challenges that will come. The second one is resilience. Starting to run in the race isn't even half of what you're expected to do. 6 months ago, I fell off my horse and I hit the jump so hard with my face that I broke my front tooth. But I got back on, and kept riding. You must have the courage to begin a challenge, but resilience is what keeps you going. Third, you need to be decisive. You will always encounter people who will tell you what to do, what you should do, and what you shouldn't do, how you should do it, and why you should do it. Some of them want the best for you, others want the best of you. But really, only you yourself know what's the best, what your goals are. If you lose focus, if you doubt for 1 second what you really want, if you look away from the finish line to notice an obstacle, you will fall off your horse and you will break your front tooth. Never lose focus from what you really want, regardless of what other people might say. To be here today, I had to have the courage to get up here and talk. I had to be resilient when I imagined all the possible ways this could go wrong. And I had to be decisive when I decided to shut down all the voices in my head that told me I couldn't do it. I know we all have it in us to be successful because as a class, we have been able to overcome all the obstacles that have been thrown our way. To conclude, I want to thank all the teachers who worked so hard to make sure we graduated today. And to the class of 2015, good luck. And make C&G proud. Thank you.